Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can create an ad in your Facebook ad account in about 15 to 20 or 25 minutes. This is a no bullshit, no fluff kind of video, and this is going to help you actually create your first ad so you can get leads in the next couple of days, in the next week, right? So this video is already assuming you have a business page set up, and you have an ad account on the back end set up, and you have a valid payment method set up, and you can now access the ads manager from your business portfolio. If you want to know how to create a business portfolio and hook up an ad account to it, how to put in the billing info and how to do all those back end stuff, well, let me know and I can create a separate video for that. But this is already assuming you have those principles in place. This is how you should create your ad if you run a home service business, okay? There's only two strategies that are working really well in the market. We are in a trust recession. So I highly recommend you build creatives and copy that is stemmed from trust, right? You serve a local community. So you have to reflect that. People buy from people. People don't buy from commercialized companies unless you're Amazon or something. But this is specifically for home service businesses, right? If you want to be an established pressure washing company in your local area, if you want to be an established junk removal company in your local area, if you want to be an established painting company in your local area, this is how you should create your ad, okay? So this is how we're going to do it. So we're in the ads manager. To access this, literally just do ads manager.facebook and you'll be here in this page here, okay? So first we're going to create. Now what we're going to do here is create one campaign, one ad set, and one ad, okay? So we're going to click create, and don't worry about the buying type. Always pick auction. If it's not default on auction, just pick auction. And then the ad that we're going to create today is going to be an engagement ad, okay? And if you actually want to know the best copying and creatives, that's for paying clients. So if you do want me to create your ad fully done for you, please book in a call or message me on IG so we can get that started for you. Okay, so anyways, for the campaign setup, always pick manual engagement campaign. Okay, do not pick recommended settings. I'm gonna click continue. And then now we have our campaign, our ad set, and our ad. Now we can have multiple different ad sets in one campaign. We can add multiple different ads under the ad set, right? But for this, we're only going to create one ad set and one ad, okay? So we're going to name this campaign. So say you are running a painting company. So we're going to name this campaign cold painting, or let's call it local leads for, let's call it John's Painting, or you can just say my company, right? So that's going to be the campaign. And then don't worry about any of this. Make sure this is turned off. Make sure A/B test is turned off. We just don't need that right now, okay? Especially if you have an ad budget between $500 to $1,000 a month, you can't really afford these, okay? And we don't need CBO or Advantage campaign budget. We don't need that, and we don't need to do A/B tests, okay? So that's literally it. That's it. We're going to click next here. Okay, now this is where things matter. Now we are going to name this after we put in our location, our locality, and our specific demographics that we have in here, and our objectives and age and things like that, right? So we're going to worry about that in a couple minutes. Now we're going to come down here. Now our conversation location. So this is going to be a messenger ad. So in this messenger ad, right, we are going to have unscalable conversations with our leads, right? That's all you need right now. You just need more leads. If you need more leads, this is the only campaign you should be running, okay? Is engagement messenger ads. So we come down here to conversation location. It's going to be message destination. So meaning this is going to go directly to our messenger inside our Facebook page, right? We don't want to get people to engage with our Facebook page or anything like that. We want to have direct conversations with our leads, with our potential customers, right? So we only want to do message destinations, okay? And then now coming down to Facebook page, make sure you click on the Facebook page that you connected to your ad account, or to your business manager. Okay, so make sure that is clicked on, and don't click on the Instagram or WhatsApp, because obviously we only want to focus on Facebook placements right now. If you don't know what Facebook placements are, it's basically just where is our ad being shown, right? And we'll get to that in a second here. So only pick the Facebook page that you're going to be running ads to. In this case, it's going to be Isaiah LeBron, my Facebook page, directly to our messenger, okay? And this is going to be messenger by default because this is an engagement ad. And our conversion location is message destinations, okay? So we're going to go down here and then budget. Now budget, I recommend starting between $15 to $30 per day, okay? The more ads, the more money you spend per day, the quicker we can gather data and the quicker we can actually optimize our campaigns. So for this example, we're just going to do $20 per day, okay? And the start date, it could be right after we finish this ad, so you don't have to worry about that, right? And then we can keep going down here. Don't worry about budget scheduling. Don't worry about any of this up here. And then now we're going to go to audience controls. So for locations, since you work in a local market, obviously we don't want to target the entirety of the United States. Okay, we only want to target our locality. Okay, so in this example, so say my locality, I am a painting company located in the Philadelphia area, right? So we're going to click Philadelphia. Okay, so the Philadelphia area, and this is going to, now this is way too large for my service area, right? So say I don't serve people up in Berks County or all the way down and here in Delaware County, right? I only want to serve the city of Philadelphia, okay? So I'm going to do this again. Type in Philadelphia here. So this is going to be the city, right? So now I only serving the city. And we just want to exit out the DMA because our service area is too large. Now say 25 miles out, my service area is just way too big. I don't want to service people 25 miles out, okay? So say my service area is, I only want to serve people in a 10-mile radius. So I'm only going to serve people, well, in a 10-mile radius, right? So we're going to input that in our cities within radius. So we're going to enter that. And now I'm in my service area, right? So do this for your service area. It doesn't matter if you're in a local community with less than 100K people or less than 50K people. Do with what your service area is. If it's 25 miles out, okay, perfect. If it's 30 miles out, perfect. You know, if it's 10 miles out, okay, cool. We have that here. Now, this is assuming you have only one location. If you have multiple locations, then put these locations in here. But usually, you know, if you have multiple locations, especially in many different zip codes and or counties, it's going to be different. You're going to want to create separate campaigns for that. But this is just assuming that you are just, you know, maybe you have a 2 to 4 man team, maybe a 5-man team. You're servicing a local area, and maybe your radius is from 10 to 20 miles out from your main city or locality or township, whatever would have you. Okay, so in this scenario, we're going to do 10 miles out of Philadelphia City. So this is where my service area is. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to click Show More Options. Now, for this, we want to obviously click that here. And then now this is very important. So for the minimum age, we know that, okay, so before I get to this doesn't matter right now because down here, we are going to want to pick switch to original audience options, because what Facebook is going to do, it is going to automatically show who you, so as it says right here, we're automatically going to show ads to people most likely to respond. Now, you don't want to do this because we know what's going to work, right? So switch to original audience options. So we use original audience. Okay. And then now what we can do, now we can pick the age range. So we know people who want to get an exterior painting job done or an interior painting job done on a home, usually homeowners are not going to be 18 years old, right? So they're usually going to be people in their maybe late 20s to early 30s. That is the bulk of our customers. Okay, so with the age range, we're going to want to pick, in this scenario, 30 and above, right? 30, you don't have to, do the maximum because, well, we don't need to do that, okay? All genders, it could be all genders. That's perfectly fine. And then for add demographics, interests, or behaviors, you do not need to do this. The reason why you don't need to add any demographics, interests, or behaviors is because most of our copy and creative, they're going to do the heavy lifting for us, right? We are operating in a local market and we are running ads in our local market. We have a very small radius. Even if it's a 30-mile radius, it's a very small radius, and we're not targeting the entirety of the United States or the entirety of the state, right, in this scenario. So we don't need to do demographics, interests, or behaviors, okay? So don't worry about that. Okay, so you actually want to not click this box just because we only want to service people who live in the area. If you click this box, it's going to show people who are interested in Philadelphia City in this example. It's going to be people who's interested, in traveling to King of Prussia, which is a locality located outside of Philadelphia, right? So we don't want people who are just traveling in and out. We want an actual people who live in our location, okay? So make sure you unclick that box. Okay, so we can go down here. Don't worry about this. And then placements. So show more options with placements. Now, with placements here. So what we want to do with placements, we want to edit this here. Okay. Hold on a sec. I think the layout changed here. Okay, so where it says Advantage plus placements, there's going to be a icon here, and Facebook can be sneaky because Facebook wants more of your money, right? They want to spend more of your money so they can profit more. So previously, if you go back to the video, this is going to be automatically picked. You're going to want to hover to the right of it, and there's going to be a little pencil icon that's going to show up. Click that, and you're going to want to do manual placements. The reason why we do this is because if we are at the mercy of Facebook AI, they're going to show our ad in all of the placements, and you're going to spend $3,000 on dud placements that we already know that's not going to work, right? So we already know that the best placement that you should run on is purely Facebook feeds, okay? It's only going to be Facebook feeds. So we don't want this clicked because we don't want to spend unnecessary ad dollars. So go ahead and pick manual placements. And then you're going to unclick Messenger, Audience Network, and IG. And then you're going to uncheck all of these except Facebook. But then within, so just uncheck this, uncheck this, uncheck this, and then expand feeds, then only choose Facebook feeds. Because if you're operating a local market, chances are your local market is scrolling through the Facebook feeds, right? That from the data that we've gathered, that is the best placement you need to choose. So only choose Facebook feed, okay? Very, very crucial step in the process here. And don't worry about the estimated daily results. That does not matter in this case, right? A lot of marketing agencies and even home services companies, when they do this themselves, they look at this and like, oh, I'm going to have 0 to 6 conversations per day. My reach is only this per day. That does not matter in this case because we are operating in a local market, right? We know Facebook feeds will be the best converting placement you will have in your ad. Okay, so make sure you have that all these unchecked and only Facebook feeds checked. Okay, so now we have that. Go to show more options, and let's just see what we have here. You don't have to worry about this, and you don't have to worry about this as well. Most of the AI Facebook's going to recommend you're going to want to unclick that, right? You don't want to do that. Okay, but let's just do a temperature check here, just so we have everything actually curated here. So, well, now we can actually name our ad set before we temperature check everything. So in this case, we are serving, we're going to do PHL, 10 mile raid. Okay. And we're doing 30 plus. We're doing feeds, Facebook, and what else do we have here? And that is all we need to name it there. And lead aggregators. Well, we don't have lead aggregators, so that's perfectly fine. That's all you need, okay? You want to name this something you can, so when you're testing, you know what works and what doesn't, just based on your ad set name, okay? But this is the ad set name, okay? So let's temperature check everything. Okay, we have the correct messenger, Facebook page, clicked on. Our budget is 20 bucks a day. This is going to start in the next couple minutes after we're done. Okay, run ads all the time. Yep, that's perfectly fine. We have Advantage plus audience turned off. Okay, so we have our local service area, 10-mile radius. We turned off reach more people likely to respond to your ads. Again, why we're doing this is because, as you can see here, to improve performance, we'll show ads to people interested in your selected cities and regions. For example, people showing intent to travel to these locations or make purchases there. This only includes people in the same country as each location I select. Obviously, we don't want comers and goers. We don't want those type of folks. We want homeowners. We want people who own homes or apartments because we're serving the local community, okay? Okay, we have our age here, all genders. We don't need demographics, interests, or behaviors. And then we have manual placements on because we're only doing Facebook feed placements, okay? And then you don't have to worry about any of this. Now we can move on to our actual ad. And if you do want to know the exact copy in the exact creative you should use, message me on IG or message me on Facebook, and I'll set you up with that. But for this, we're only going to show you the back-end process on actually how to set up everything, because that is, there's more technicalities that go into this, and I know most of you just want to know, how do I set this thing up? So here we are. For the ad name, let's just say I want to run a, a video showing the work we're doing, right? So we're going to do work vid 2min ad with subtitles, okay? Or on-site, okay? On-site vid 2min ad with subtitles. Okay, so we name the ad there. You don't have to worry about this. Identity, we already clicked the Facebook page that we want to run it to. We don't need Instagram placements. If you're going to run Instagram feed ads or any placements on Instagram, create that in a separate either ad set or a separate campaign. Preferably in a one campaign, one ad set, one ad. That's just how I like to do it, single variable testing. Okay, so now for this, we're just going to click single image or video, because in this example, we're just going to run it to a video, and then multi-advertiser ads. Uncheck this. The reason why we want to uncheck this is because if we have multi-advertiser ads on, your ads can appear alongside other ads in the same ad unit. So when a person is scrolling their Facebook feed, Facebook is going to show them 3 different ads, or maybe they click on your ad. In the recommendations, it's going to say, hey, you might like these other ads based on your search results, or based on what ads you clicked on. And we don't want that, because that's giving more eyeballs to the competition. We do not want that, right? So unclick the multi-advertiser ads. Now for the creative, obviously you want to, this is going to be a video ad. So in the text, so this is going to be in the actual ad itself. So just as a very quick example, let's just say, if you want an exterior painting job done, we are running a fall special that ends 11/23. We serve Philadelphia and surrounding areas. So give us a call. Okay. Now this is just an example. I would not copy this. Okay. I would not do this. But this is just as an example to create your ad. Now, for you specifically, these are probably all going to be checked, right? Once you have a proven copy, you want to uncheck all of these, because at our agency, we know what works and we know what doesn't. So you do not want to click this, because we do not want to be at the mercy of AI, and this actually costs you money. It's baked into your ad spend, so you're going to spend more ads on things that are not going to work, okay? These are only good for in certain cases, okay? But you just want to click everything that says AI, uncheck every single one. And then your headline, which is going to be in the actual ad itself, the call to action, it's just going to be message. Since this is a messenger ad, message me here. You could do that there, or it can be the emoji. Doesn't matter. Okay, call to action. Yep, send message, and then we can click next. And then obviously you want to, if you have a video URL, you can put it in here for the video file. If it's uploaded, then you can just put it in the, you can just put it in here, and that is pretty much it there. So let's see if I can upload a video for you here quickly. Let's see here. Let's just do this meme, for example. See if it works. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's click next. Crop. So that's perfectly fine, because this is just in the Facebook feeds, right? But just make sure it actually fits into feeds. Okay, so we're good there. We're gonna click next. Enhancements. Usually these will be turned on for you. It's not for me, because I always turn them off. You do not want to click any enhancements. Just turn them all off, okay? And then click done here. And then now you can see your ad. Okay. We're just gonna wait a couple minutes so this can download here, just as an example. Okay, for some reason the primary text did not populate. So let's just put this here. And then it's just populate here. Okay, boom. There we go. So now we have our primary copy here. We have our creative, which is our video, just as an example, right? Hopefully I don't actually run this ad. Obviously, we're going to uncheck all of these. And so now for the message here. So obviously we're going to do send message, because this is a messenger ad. We don't need to do description, right? It's no reason to do that. Okay. Just make sure we have everything set up here. Okay, conversation builder, and don't worry about this. Okay, don't add any enhancements. Turn off everything. Okay, now once they actually click on the ad and they want to message you, you can do automatic prompts. So you can actually edit this here, okay? And so in this example, we can do, hey Isaiah, did you, what type of painting do you need done? Right. We'll apply the fall. We'll apply the fall special. Actually, a good template would be leave your number, leave your best number leave your best number as we are not always on Facebook. We'll apply the fall special deal to your project once finalized. Right, you can do something like that. And then frequently asked questions. This is important, right? Because this is automatic prompts. So what you can do is, like this is questions that customers are going to tap. So you can say, I'm doing a interior painting, or I need interior painting done, right? So this is what you could do. It's very nice. I need a interior painting job done. And you also have an automated response here as well. You can play around with that. I need a exterior painting job done. Okay. And then another question you can have is, what are your quotes? And you can have that conversation with them. Okay. And you can also have follow-up messages as well. And you can also preview this in Messenger. Actually, it's probably going to redirect me to, it's going to redirect me. It's going to send me a message. But basically, this is what it will look like in Messenger, right? Leave. And then now we have that set up. And you are done. You have now set up your ad, right? We have the right creatives and copy in there, just as an example, right? If you want the proven copy and creatives, send me a message. We set up our ad set, and we also have at the campaign level as well, right? So ad set level is, we have everything curated in there. We have the on-site vid 2-minute ad with subtitles just as a example. We have everything set up. We've enabled all of our settings. We know what we want to run, and you don't have to worry about anything like this. If you want to have pixel tracking, go ahead and do that. You can set that up, but we're not putting this to a website, right? So we don't need any pixels. And that is pretty much it. That's how you set up an ad from A to Z, no fluff. And again, if you do want a proven copy and creative and a total done for you setup of your personal ad for your business, send me a message on IG and I'll make sure I get that set up for you, and we can take it from there. Cheers.